know I got the receipts, girl. You know I got the receipts. Welcome back to the Sweet Pea Diaries. It's your girl Sweet Pea, and I am back with another video. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back to my channel. And if you are a new subscriber, welcome to the Sweet Pea Diaries. Be sure to like this video, share this video, but most importantly, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Right Cellars is the monthly wine club that matches you with wine that you'll love. Get started by taking the Taste Palette quiz to see your personalized matches. Now, Bright Cellars matches you with wines from all over the world, curated to your taste buds. They are focused on finding unique hidden gems from small vineyards all over the world. And with hundreds of private label wines, you'll be able to try a new wine you've never tasted before. All you need to do is take their 7-question quiz so they can gather your taste preferences and deliver wines you're guaranteed to love. Each box is completely unique to your taste palette, meaning no box is ever the same. Each box comes with wine education cards for each bottle that outline the tasting notes, suggested pairings, best serving temperatures, and its origins. Wine wisdom cards help show you how to store and open your wine, keeping it tasting fresh for longer. Now, all Sweet Pea Diaries viewers will get 60% off your first purchase by clicking on the link in the description box below. Thanks again to Bright Cellars Wines for sponsoring this video. All right, who we got in the building? We got Kimi Renee Piper. We got Vanderveer, my moderator. We got Coach LP. We got Sun Goddess. We got people coming in. Is Nikki not Nikki, my moderator? Hey, you guys, make sure you speak in the chat as you come in, and I will shout you out. So tonight we're going to jump into this thing about Monique and DL Hughley. You guys know the rabbit hole goes deep in Hollywood, and I did some digging around, honey. I looked up a lot of, I looked at the receipts. I told you guys I was going to look at the receipts and come back with my commentary and my thoughts. Well, the rabbit hole goes deep, deep, honey. I done tied this thing back to Tyler Perry. I done tied this thing back to Oprah. Honey, I got some receipts. Hey, Carrie Perkins. Let me tell y'all. Monique, she might have went a little haywire, okay? Definitely, she could have handled this better. She definitely took it up with the wrong persons. And I'm going to show you a few receipts to back up why I am saying this. We are seeing contracts. We are seeing documentation that could probably serve as contracts, but they're not the contracts with the right folks. Okay? They're not the contracts that, with said promoters that actually powered this event, that are actually responsible for this event. So this is why I encourage people a lot of times when you see things, you need to do your research and you need to do your due diligence. And just because somebody puts up a piece of paper and it says this is a contract, you got to start looking at the legal jargon and you got to start reading these little titles. What is a purchaser? What is a buyer? What is a powered by? All these things. You can't just look at a piece of paper and call it a contract. You really need to know what you're reading. So we're going to get to this thing. We are going to, watch said video that shows Monique going off and what led to all of what we are seeing now in the press, okay? So let's jump into that video right now.
I'm so honored to be standing in front of you real motherfuckers. Y'all don't even understand. I have traveled the motherfucking world. Oh, but when I come to Detroit, nigga. See, I've had people. Bitch, I know, right? See, when they called me to come play Detroit and come play the Fox Theater, and I ain't played the Fox Theater in over 20 motherfucking years. I was so goddamn excited. I was so motherfucking excited because I said, oh, a bitch is going back. A bitch is going back to the Fox Theater in motherfucking Detroit. When I tell you Detroit, y'all don't understand what the fuck I had to go through to stand in front of you beautiful motherfuckers tonight. Y'all don't understand the fight a bitch had to go through to stand in front of y'all tonight. Y'all don't understand I was ready to walk the fuck up out of here, but I said I can't let the people down of motherfucking Detroit because the promoters as raggedy as a motherfucker. I don't fuck with nobody. I take pride in not fucking with nobody, nigga. But if you fuck with me, we gon' dance, nigga. We gon' do the two-step, nigga. See, I take pride, baby. In my whole motherfucking career, can't nobody tell you I ever started no shit with them. That ain't what the fuck I do. My heart would hurt if I tried to bully a motherfucker or start some shit with a motherfucker. But what niggas had to understand about me, I ain't for that Hollywood bullshit. If you cross the motherfucking line, Oprah, if you cross the motherfucking line, Tyler, I'm gonna see you cool motherfuckers. Come on the cool train, nigga. Choo-choo! Them niggas told me, Monique, let go and let God. Let go and let God. They have taught niggas to be so motherfucking fearful and just give it to God. Let go and let God. So I kept hearing this shit over and over and over again. So I said, well, let me let the shit go and let me give it to God.
Now, I just want to jump in here real quick, and I just want to interject and tell y'all something. It's a reason that she said Oprah and Tyler. Now, people might think that she said Oprah and Tyler because of the history and what's been going on with them and, the Lee Daniels, Oprah, Tyler thing. But it's a reason she said them. So just peep that. Peep that she said that. Because I got some receipts coming your way.
And you know what God did? He gave it right the fuck back. He said, bitch, I gave you everything you need to deal with these motherfucking coons. Steve Harvey, DL Hughley. I gave you everything you need to deal with these motherfucking coons. I don't fuck with nobody. See, tonight, I'm gonna tell y'all what the fuck is going on, because y'all know one thing about me, bitch, I'm gonna tell. That's why they ain't like me as a little girl, bitch, because I'm gonna tell. Bitch, I'ma tell you out there kissing Petey on the playground, bitch. You nasty whore, we in the 3rd grade, bitch. I'm going to tell. Yes, he pumped me, bitch, but nobody saw it. Oh, I'ma tell. See, I fucks with contracts. That's why niggas got a problem with me. If you sign the motherfucking contract, that's what the fuck it is. But they're so used to niggas fucking around with the contract and being nervous because they might lose an opportunity or a motherfucking chance, so they will redo the contract. I'm not a bitch who's gonna redo the contract. If you signed the motherfucker, that's what the motherfucker is. So tonight, See, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna break it down for you, Detroit, because I would feel less than a motherfucking woman if I didn't let y'all know what the fuck was going on this stage right now. So if my energy is a little different, nigga, because they got me fucked up. They got me fucked up. They got me fucked up. So the contract, oh, nigga. The motherfucking contract said that a bitch is the headliner. The headliner. Let me say it again, the headliner. That's what the motherfucking contract says. Monique is to be the last motherfucking person on the goddamn stage. She is the headliner. That's what I signed the fuck up for. I'm 30 plus years in this motherfucking business and I don't open for no goddamn body. The contract said the headliner. The contract said the headliner. The contract said the headliner. But a nigga named DL Hughley turned into a bitch and said I won't perform if she does that. I won't go out if she does that. Nigga, you open for the kings of comedy. I close for the queens of comedy, nigga. And you think that I don't have a dick, that ain't my position, nigga. So when I leave this motherfucker, the headliner has left. I don't fuck with nobody. I don't fuck with no motherfucking body. But when you cross the line with me, nigga, you have crossed the motherfucking line. And that bitch, nigga, has crossed the motherfucking line. See, we got a history, nigga. We got a history. That nigga went on a tour talking about all Monique wasn't. You can Google it right now. DL Hughley on Monique, all I wasn't, what I wasn't worth, all of this bullshit. And nigga, you put your feet under my motherfucking table. So you came to my home, nigga, and you put your feet under my motherfucking table. I don't get down like that, goddammit. You got a bitch wrong. You talk about Young Thug, and because of their names, nigga, your name is DL. What the fuck does it stand for? Hey, how far you bending over, nigga, on the DL? You fuck with the wrong one. That's my family, nigga. I'm home, nigga. Motherfucking home, yo. I go all the way back with Coco in the motherfucking lounge in the back of the bar when they was cooking motherfucking fried fish, bitch. That's me, nigga. That's me, Detroit. I'm the bitch who did fuck a nigga in the car, but bitch, that happened so long ago. See, black women, let me tell you something. A lot of black men in Hollywood got a problem with me. Because I got a motherfucking black king. That's my husband. And them niggas can't understand it. They can't fathom it. It makes them motherfucking sick. Because at what time did black men start attacking black women? What kind of real nigga is that? That's a bitch nigga. That's a bitch nigga. What kind of real nigga would ever attack a goddamn black woman? A bitch nigga. I feel sorry for DL Hughley's family. I feel sorry for his motherfucking wife. Cause how do you suck the dick of a coward? I tried to play fair, bitch. I tried to play fair, nigga. I tried to play fair. We was on the countdown, nigga. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. See? I don't fuck with nobody. And as an entertainer, families are off limits. As entertainers, we don't fuck with each other's families. Because for me, that is crossing the line. See, I want to give you all a history so you understand a bitch's position. I want to give you the history, mama, so you understand. See, when I look at my wives and sisters, and she look at me like this, get that, nigga. Thank you, mama. See, I did this radio show one time, right? Because I'm thinking, this is my boy. This nigga ain't never had no motherfucking problem, yo. Right? This my motherfucking dude. So we were on a radio show, And when we get to the end of the motherfucking program, bitch, did you hit program? Bitch went to England program. When we get to the end of the program, they say, Monique, would you like to play a game? Well, bitch, I like to play games. So I said, sure, let's play a game. And it's a game called Would You Rather. Would you rather? I said, fuck it, let's go. And then the sister Jasmine says, would you rather your husband fuck Lee Daniels without a condom or Corinne Steffens with one? I want y'all to hear the bitch shit this nigga that tried to put me through, y'all. Would you rather your husband fuck, like, nigga, what kind of shit are you putting over the air to your motherfucking listeners? That's coon shit. So be careful who's feeding your motherfucking soul, because you might swallow coon pie and you can't get the coon off of you, and it'll give you goddamn diarrhea. I don't fuck with nobody, but don't fuck with me. Now let's start the motherfucking show. I feel better.
Okay, so I have a couple problems with that. I really have a problem with the would you rather game and the, question that they posed to her. That was totally out of line. I don't even understand why that was a question. So we will get to that at some point in the show when I really give my breakdown and my commentary. But I want to lead up to that by giving everybody the receipts. So we see that this is what happened. She said this, and then it came to Instagram with the contracts and everyone went back and forth. And I want to break these contracts down. All right. So let's jump into what went on social media. So DL Hughley says, DL says, all you have to do is check the order of names on the ticket stub from last night, and you'll see who's confused. Against my better judgment, over the objections of my team, and on 4 other occasions where I said no, I decided to take a chance and work with Monique. Oprah was the problem. Tyler Perry was the problem. Charlemagne was the problem. Steve Harvey was the problem. Lee Daniels was the problem. Netflix was the problem. Now it's my turn. At some point, it can't be everyone else. It's you. Lesson learned, I didn't have anything personal against Monique. People paid a lot of money to laugh, not hear about your contract. Apparently, the role you played in Precious turned out to be an autobiography. I wonder who's next. Daryl Lynn Hughley. And he purposely put Daryl Lynn Hughley because of the DL reference that she made. That's why he put his entire name. All right. So then says in the comment section of that post, the fact that you point the people to the ticket stubs for the order of the names versus to your contract implies that you don't have a contract that shows you are the headliner like I do. Either show your contract or shut up. Stop messing with people who have never messed with you and considered you a comrade in comedy. But I thank you, DL, because you're the reason why I fight for my people like I do. Anytime you open for the Kings of Comedy and I was the headliner for the Queens of Comedy and you think you should close the show over me is an example of the bias that black women have to deal with in this business. I won't even discuss awards. Okay. Hey, everybody. I see you. Hey, Itsy Bitsy. Hey, Kate. I see you guys coming in. So then DL puts up his deal memo from UTA. All right. And we're going to break down this memo, but we're just going to skim on by it. But we're going to go into the deep dive. So DL puts up his deal memo, says DL Hughley, loan out producer, 5 Times Productions, Where, Fox, billing, 100% headline, artists, provisions, and all this. Date of engagement, Saturday, May 28th. When was this sent and confirmed? On March 29th of 2022 at 8:48. This is an email. This is UTA. This is a talent agency, okay? UTA is a talent agency, all right? So then DL posts this. Now you have to look down at the bottom. Event contracts, the purchaser and the purchasing company. You got to pay attention to these words, all right? So then he puts up the show schedule. We see Josh Adams, Adia Rodriguez, Monique, DL Hughley, all right? This is the show schedule that was given on May 28th, 2022. This is by New Day, okay? New Day is the persons that drafted this show schedule, all right? New Day is another talent booking type of an agency, okay? All right. They are not the promoters, okay? DL says, after this, I don't want to hear no mo about this. Here it is in black and white. The only thing blacked out is personal and bank info. Pay attention to headliner, highest paid artist on the show. Artists that have approval of the lineup of the show, DL Hughley closing, receipts, opinions. I got everything that was stated in my contract, everything. But let's say I didn't. My beef wouldn't be with anyone but the promoter and or my team, and I damn sure wouldn't make it a personal. If you have a problem, take it up with management, and by that I mean yours. All right? Now pay attention to, he said, I got everything that was stated in my contract, everything. But let's say that I didn't. My beef wouldn't be with anyone but the promoter. He says, but let's say even if I didn't have that. Okay. So then Monique comes back and she puts up her performance agreement. Okay. The performance agreement between Hicks Media, Monique, and New Day Entertainment, referred to as the purchaser, okay? Now pay attention to these words, okay? New Day is the purchaser, right? This is Monique's contract that she threw up online, okay? Performance day, May 28th, 2022, and it has initials and everything down at the bottom. This was given to Monique on the 28th day of March. This was a day before DL's memo, okay? Hers is dated for the 28th. His is dated for the 29th. But it is not a contract. It is an actual agreement, like a memo that he was going back and forth. Again, though, it is not with the promoter, okay? It was with UTA, right? All right, let's keep going. Now she says, Monique says, at DL Hughley, there were some of you who were fooled by the smoke and mirrors of DL posting his deal memo versus his performance agreement. Here is my performance agreement, and here are emails and texts confirming that, as per usual, I'm going to always keep it real and honest with my people. I'm going to always keep it real and honest with my people. If you notice, mine has signatures and DL does not. What type of ironclad agreement doesn't have the signatures of the participants involved? Apparently DL's, LOL. Now, you told me to check with my management, and this is what I came up with. So how did I do? Perhaps you should have taken your own advice, because I'm sure your team would have advised you against trying to pass a deal memo off as a contract. To those out there who thought a deal memo was the same as a performance agreement, especially some of the comedians, this is how we're constantly taken advantage of by the business. And just so you know, the promoter already told my team before the show that you didn't have a signed agreement. That's why I'm not surprised you're using a deal memo. That said, maybe they lied and you actually have a contract. If so, the promoters have put themselves in a terrible position to have more legal action taken against them, beyond malicious concealment for breaking the contract at the last second. That said, DL, we the people will be waiting for your signed agreement. She says my contract, number 1, signed, number 2, email with PDF, shows the run of the show, additional email with ROS, what I walked into minutes after arriving to the theater. Can you say receipts? To my people who refuse to fall for the okie doke, and even those that do, I love y'all to life. So here goes the email that she's got the show schedule. And this is the show schedule, says May 28th, 2022. However, it's flipped around. Okay? Now, what I need to understand is how she has a show schedule that is white. His is a different color. All right? And it's flipped around, but it's the same date. It's May 28th, 2022. This is clearly a show schedule. These do not, either they are made at the time and they gave it out, or this was prepped and given with your contract package or whatever, and they put it in with this, right? So he's got one that says one date, one order of business, and she's got one that says a different order of business. But that doesn't make any difference to me. I don't really care about that because it came from New Day, which is again a third party. So it doesn't matter. I don't care about the show schedule. I'm interested in these contracts, and I'm getting ready to break that down. So New Day says, hi again. Thank you so much for everything. Attached, please find the ROS for Saturday. Blessings to you all. Okay. Give me 1 second, you guys. Give me 1 second. I got to do something really quick. Hold on one moment. Okay. So she says thanks for everything. And then they have, hi Stephanie, can Monique do the call at 2 still? Here's the information. Call in interviewer Angie Starr, show Mason and Angie in the morning. It's actually a, radio kiss interview that she's going to be doing with this radio station because they have actually powered this show as well. So the radio show, New Day, and a couple other people, Fox Theater, they powered this event, right? So that's why she's showing this, because she was booked to do, the interview on, the show. And it says Adrian Rodriguez, DL Hughley, Monique, showing that she is the headliner. All right. So is everybody where we are at? Is everybody there? I'm not really looking at the comments because I can't really look at them just yet. So let me just take a couple, because I want to show you guys. You can't just look at paperwork and think that it's a contract and know who the contract, who, you got to know who the promoters are. You need to know all the players. You just can't look at a piece of paper and say, oh, that's DL's contract. Oh, that's Monique's contract. First of all, neither contract is with the promoter. Neither contract that neither one of them showed is with the promoter. I'm going to say it again. The promoter is 313 Entertainment and New Day. These people are the ones that promoted this show. Okay? So this contract that they showed, his demo memo or whatever, deal memo, and her agreement, it's not with 313 Entertainment. So neither one of them is showing what we need to see, because this is information that you went through your third party talent agency with. So those people are the ones that you have the problem with, because they were supposed to facilitate this agreement with 313. 313 is the promoters. They are the ones that powered this event. All right. So I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you, because it's not accurate what neither one of them are putting up. All right. So DL Hughley says that his deal memo from UTA, you see the logo up there, all right, says that he's the artist and he is the loan out producer, 5 Times Productions. Now, DL Hughley owns 5 Times Productions. He is the talent through which 5 Times Productions, they do business as him. A loan out producer, the definition of that, a loan out company is a business or entity formed by entertainers like actors, musicians, directors, producers, etc., to provide their services under the guise of an employee to a third party like a studio, production company, or television network or record label. Okay? So he is doing this business through 5 Times Productions, his production company. That's why it says DL Hughley as the artist and the loan out producer. He is the talent through his own company. He's offering his comedian services through his own company of 5 Times Productions. All right. Now, UTA is a talent agency. He has used them to interact with said promoters to come up with this show. Now, what he's doing for them, that's what this memo and contract is for. What you're going to be doing for UTA. It's not what you're going to be doing for the show. It's what you're bound and bounded to do with UTA. Not with 313, but with UTA. Okay? Now, Monique's paperwork is a performance agreement with New Day Entertainment, referred to as the purchaser. Again, her agency that has hired her as a talent, and they are negotiating her contract with 313. And they will sign for her. They will craft the agreement with the promoter and sign the agreement on her behalf. That's why you don't see Monique's initials down there. Now, you might see her husband's signature as the manager or whatever of the company. You don't see her initials because he's acting on behalf of Hicks Media. Okay? So the husband, again, facilitated this contract. Monique ain't had nothing to do with this. She probably didn't even see it until it was all negotiated. And she's like, okay, yep, boom, I'm the highlighter, I'm highlighting this. Okay? But that's what New Day Entertainment said you were doing. That's something that they put before you. Where is the paperwork from 313? That's what we all need to see. Where's the paperwork from 313? Okay? Where is the paperwork from 313? They are the promoters. They are the people that you need to be taking this situation up with. All right? I do believe Monique. I absolutely agree with her paperwork. I believe that New Day Entertainment gave her this contract and said, this is what they came back to us with. This is what you're supposed to be headlining. But make no mistake, this was back in March of 2022, March 28th. Her and DL, if there was a discrepancy, I need to understand why was that not picked up on back in March? Because I believe, Monique, I believe that she was the headliner. I believe everything was put that way and it was presented to her. And I believe that this was a setup to get her to do just what she did, because she was headed for a comeback. She was headed for a comeback, a breakthrough, right? She was headed that way. And if you listen to her on that stage, she says that her and DL have a history. Her and DL have a history. We done broke bread. He done sat underneath my table. Right? But when you go back and you start going down the rabbit hole of these companies, 313, they actually are a large conglomerate. This little picture here with this flyer here, with this little flyer, with this New Day Entertainment and Kiss powered by NSG, and it says down there, 313presents.com. 313 is a large conglomerate, and they do a lot of work with Tyler Perry. They do a lot of work with Oprah. Every comedy or play thing that Tyler Perry has, he goes through 313 as the promoters for the Fox Theater. When Oprah was in town and she had her show for her book club or whatever that was, she went through 313. They promoted it, Fox Theater. Right? So when she sat up there and said Oprah and Tyler, that wasn't just, she didn't just pull that out the hat. It wasn't a rabbit pull out of the hat. It doesn't matter to me whether or not DL or Monique is the headliner, in my opinion, because if there was a discrepancy in this, it did not need to be the way it went down. But they knew that she was going to do that. And now she done shot herself in the foot. And you will see that her opportunities that were set in front of her are not going to be in front of her anymore. That was the whole play. That was the whole play. Tyler, Oprah, all of them, they are behind this. They are behind it. They knew exactly what her reaction was going to be. And we all know what DL has been positioned here lately, the role that he has been playing in this Hollywood game. So this is intentionally done. Monique just took the bait, and they knew that she was going to take the bait. This is a rabbit hole, and it goes deep. These people are all connected. When I was doing my research, I'm going to show you the leadership for these people. 313, the vice president of marketing is this woman, Kim Klein. The vice president of entertainment is this person, Elmer Straub, and this black girl is human resources. But Howard Handler, Dana Ward, Keith Dowdican, these are the president's booking people. These are the people in leadership. And whenever Tyler Perry is in town and he's got some type of concert or play that he wants to do at the Fox Theater, these are the people that he goes through. Right? Oprah Winfrey, when she did her thing at the Fox Theater, these were the people that she went through. Here it is right here. Boom. Here it is right here. Let me show you. Y'all gotta bear with me because my screen share thing is let me get it for you. Probably can't show that because let's see. Oh, I know what I could do. I could do it like this. Yeah, this rabbit hole goes deep. This is not just some fluke. These people are all connected. She took the bait. Every time Tyler Perry has his Medea tour, Oprah has her stuff that she want to do in Detroit at the Fox, they go through 313. They are all connected. Look. Oprah, 313. Oprah's The Life You Want weekend, 313. Tyler Perry's Phil's Fox Theater. Tyler Perry, 313. That was in 2012 and 2018. Right? These are the players. These are the players. These are the people that has the contracts, and they are in charge of putting together the talent and putting together these deals. When you look at that paperwork and it says powered by, look, 313. So this is not just a coincidence that she sat up there and said, Tyler Perry, Oprah, I'm not with this Hollywood stuff. I believe in contracts. I deal with contracts. Because that paperwork, it probably did have exactly what it is that we see in her talent agreement. But that came from your third party. That's not from 313. That came from the people that is supposed to be facilitating your deal. So did 313, did they say you were the headliner, or did they say DL was the headliner? If they said DL was the headliner, but you have this that says this from your talent agency or your third party, you need to be taking it up with those people. The people that were at the concert, they didn't know anything about that. They should not have to have sat through and listened to that because they didn't know anything about that. And see, that's the problem that and where it comes in at with Monique, because she took the bait and they knew she was going to take the bait. Anytime she sat there and said that it was 20 years since she had played the Fox. Why do you think it's so long? Everybody's going to the Fox. That's where they go when they do their shows in Detroit. Why would you not be able to do your show at the Fox? Why would you not be able to work with those promoters and work with that company? 313, they are the promoters that do all the shows for the Fox Theater. You have to go through them to play at the Fox. Why is it that you have not been able to go through those people and get a show at the Fox? Because you were blackballed in a sense. And Oprah and Tyler, Lee Daniels gave you the green light. Oprah and Tyler didn't give you that green light. Honey, Lee Daniels gave you that green light. Lee Daniels went through TS and all that and was trying to get you, and 50, they was trying to get you back up. But Oprah and Tyler, they didn't give you that green light. And Oprah and Tyler said, no. We said, no, you're blackballed. And that's their arena. 313, that's their stomping grounds. So, absolutely, she was on her way. She was on her way there. She was almost back in the door. And they used DL Hughley because they knew it would be a sore spot. They knew that if she felt like she was set up by him, or that he wanted to be the headliner and say, I'm not going to perform if she doesn't perform. I mean, if she's going to be the headliner, I'm not going to perform. They knew that narrative would strike a chord with her. They knew it. They knew exactly what was going to happen. But because she does not have self-control, she does not have self-restraint, how are you that predictable that these people know you and knew exactly what you were going to do? You were supposed to play the whole card differences. You were there, you were at the Fox, you were performing. You seen the writing on the wall. You knew exactly what it was. So take that up with the promoters, with 313 behind the scenes. But to go off like this is an excuse for them to say, we cannot work with her. This is an excuse. Now, this is what kills me about people that want to be in the industry. They want to be in the industry. They want to have these careers. But at the same time, they want to try to expose, and they want to try to go off, and they want to try to be real. I'm a real one. You're not going to do this. But at some point, if there's a game that is being played and you don't want to play that game, then you're not going to be able to be in that industry. You're going to have to be independent. You're going to have to do your shows on your own. You're not going to be able to bite the hand that feeds you, sis. You can't have your cake and eat it too. That's what gets me about these people that want to be in the industry. You cannot want to be a celebrity and want the benefits and prestige that comes with being a celebrity, but at the same time, you want to expose everybody. You want to get up here and rant, rave, and call everybody coons, and that's just not acceptable. That's just not professional. You just cannot do that. Everyone's entitled to disagree. We're not always going to agree, Coach. Everybody's entitled to disagree. Coach says, I have to disagree. Sweet Pea, Monique is a grown woman, and she should have let her manager handle, or she should have stepped in and took care of the talent, his wife. I think we are saying the same thing. Maybe, first of all, her management is her husband, and I don't think that he's, I think that there is a conflict of interest here with him being her husband and trying to professionally manage her career at the same time. I think what needs to happen, he needs to get rid of that role. He needs to step down from that role and just be the husband. And she needs to get a talent manager or some type of manager that can effectively manage her career. Because it seems that these opportunities and what just was set before her, she done messed that up before it even got started. Okay? This is not something that you cannot be on a professional stage and act and behave in this manner. Okay, there's a time and a place for everything, and you have to understand that you can't bring this type of energy to the forefront when you're trying to restart your career. They already are expecting you to be difficult. If you're saying that they have been trying to blackball you and set you up and not allow you to have your career go forth, you gave them exactly what it is that they were so quote unquote looking for. And I believe that this was a setup. Tyler and Oprah, they behind this whole thing, honey. This stuff goes all back to them. Anytime they do shows, anytime they have, Tyler has ironclad relationships with these 313 people at this this company. Okay, you already done seen who is behind the scenes. She can do what she wants to. She absolutely can. But you can't do what you want to do when you are wanting someone to give you chances. You're working through these people. You need to go through them to get your money. If you want to do what you want to do, then you need to have your own shows. You can't go through promoters. You can't go through 313. You can't accept deals through people and then want to show off. That's just, you can't do that. That behavior is unacceptable. There's no such thing as doing what you want to do when you are a talent, when you are a professional. I'm sorry, but this is time and time again with Monique, and they knew exactly what buttons to push to get her to shoot her own self in the foot. Period. They knew exactly what to do. Okay, so these receipts, you guys are saying she came with receipts. They're not the receipts that we need to see. Okay, this contract is not through 313. The contract is through her talent agency. That's not the promoter. She is agreeing to perform for them. Okay, let's be clear. Just like DL's contract is what he is agreeing to do with UTA. This is not what you are agreeing to do with 313. This is what you are agreeing to do with UTA. This is your binding agreement and what you are saying that you're going to do for UTA. That's why it says UTA. Look up who UTA is. UTA is a talent agency. Okay? This is not between the promoters. And this is what I say. You guys got to learn how to do your research and read stuff. You just can't accept whatever people put up in front of you. This is some mean shit. This UTA deal memo don't mean shit. Don't mean shit. As far as what the conversation is about, don't mean nothing. And this shit that Monique gave don't mean shit. This don't mean nothing. This is a performance agreement between her and New Day Entertainment. This is saying what she's going to do for New Day Entertainment. This ain't saying what she's going to do for 313. New Day Entertainment could have told her any damn thing. Just like UTA could have told DL Hughley any damn thing. Where is the contract with 313? Okay? 313 is the promoter. Okay? 313 is the promoter. Listen, I'm not coming for any black women. I'm a black woman and I stand with black women, but I'm going to tell the truth. And that's what's wrong with people. You guys, when it's a fave or someone that you like, this is the narrative with black women. We already loud and wrong. That's how they already perceive us as loud, ignorant, and that we don't listen, that we're argumentative, we're combative. These are the narratives that they already put out for us. So when you see another black woman saying, sis, come on, this is not the behavior that you should be showing, then y'all want to say that I'm against black women. I'm not against black women. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you what's right. She was set up. She was set up. These people set her up because they do not want her to go forth in this industry. She was blackballed and they said you are going to stay blackballed. That is my opinion. They knew exactly what buttons to push and who to do it. Do you not realize what position DL Hughley has been playing? What position he been playing? He been playing that position in Hollywood as I'm going to be the one that says the opinion that's not popular. You know that one. Now, everything that she said was right. Everything that she said was right. I agree with what she said. But it wasn't the time and the place for her to say it. It just wasn't. She should have took that shit behind the scenes and beat them at their own game. Don't give them what they want. This is exactly what they want. So that way they can say, you don't get no more opportunities. You are blackballed. And Oprah and Tyler are the ones behind it. Why do you think she said Oprah and Tyler? Why do you think she said that in her rant? She did not just say that for nothing. Oprah and Tyler have very close relationships with this 313 production company, promoter, whatever they are. They have very close relationships with them. They make them a huge amount of money. Tyler Perry, every time he's at the Fox or wants to go to Detroit and do his shows, it's always through the 313 promoters, because that's who you got to go through to play your shows at the Fox Theater. Do you really believe that they are going to care about Monique? Why you think she said she ain't been there in 20 years? She been blackballed for 20 years. Wasn't she playing the sidelines for 20 years because they said she was blackballed? All right? So it's a reason that she ain't been there for 20 years. Now, this is my only, the only thing that I have to say about this is that she's a talent, right? She's won awards. She says who she is. We give her her flowers as Monique. But sis, you still got to go through these people to do shows. Unfortunately, you got to play the game if this is where you want to be. You can't say you don't want to play a game, but you want to sit at the table. You just can't. You're going to have to make a decision that, no, I'm not going to be a part of this. And you have to walk away. Period. I mean, y'all don't want to hear the truth, but that is what it is. You can't say that you want to have your cake and eat it too. You just can't. Okay? So you have to make a decision as to what it is that you're going to do. Are you going to play the game or are you not? Because unfortunately, this is Hollywood and this is what you're around. You're around people that are playing a game and you know that. So you have to make up your mind as what it is that you're going to do. But personally, I believe that Monique was set up. I believe that they knew exactly what she was going to do. They knew the reaction that she was going to give. Again, these contracts that are being put up in front of us are not contracts from 313. This is paperwork from her company, her talent agency, and paperwork from DL's talent agency. It is not the promoters. Okay? I bet you, did you guys even realize that? Or is everybody just, oh, it's paperwork. It says performance agreement. Did anybody even read it to determine who the agreement is with? This agreement that Monique put up is not with 313. This is what you are agreeing that you're going to do for New Day Entertainment. And DL's contract, that deal memo that he put up, is with UTA. They are a talent booking agency. This is your agreement as what you are going to do for them. What they have said that they worked out for you. So your issue is not with 313. Your issue is with these people, because where's 313's agreement? Where is the paperwork that you are agreeing to do for 313? Where's the deal that they worked out with you, with them? That's what we need to be saying. Where's the jargon that said 313? Where is that? This UTA is your agreement, what you worked out with them. That's not the promoter. This is not the promoter. UTA is not the promoter. And neither is these damn people here. Neither is them. You know who is? New Day. New Day, New Day, New Day, and 313. That's why it says up here, New Day. That's why their logo is on there. So where's your contract with New Day and 313? New Day and 313 powered this event, which is why they are on the flyer. And let me get that real quick. Where is the paper? Where's your contract from them? Down here it says New Day and Fox, because Fox is 313. 313 is housed, they house all entertainment for Fox. So where is the contract with them? Okay, so that's what I want people to pay attention to. Anybody could throw up paperwork and pass it off as, I got my contract. Well, my contract say this. Well, my contract, neither one of y'all got a contract. This contract is through y'all goddamn talent agencies. Where's the 313 paperwork? That's what we want. The people, we want the 313 paperwork. Or if there's no 313 paperwork, if you're saying, well, this company, their job is to work out a deal with 313 for me. Okay, where is that? Where's that? Because anytime you have an agreement with a company, this says they are the purchaser. This means they have purchased you. They have purchased you to be a talent for them to work with this company and give this service as a comedian. Okay, so where's the agreement that they made up with 313? See, that's what y'all gotta pay attention. Neither Monique nor DL gave anybody the correct paperwork. This ain't the right paperwork. This ain't the right paperwork. All right? So I'm not excusing DL. I'm not excusing Monique. But what I will say, this wasn't the time or place. And Monique just played herself. Because if she had any self-control, she should be able to see what they doing. She's so thorough. She got up there and did all that shucking and jiving and acting like she's such a roundaway fillet. Well, honey, you should have been able to see, be 2 and 3 steps ahead of these people and see what the setup was. You were supposed to peep game and see what they was trying to do. When you are coming out of a situation where you supposedly was blackballed and you trying to get your foot back in the door, then you should be paying attention to everything. You're supposed to be paying attention to all sides. And you're supposed to be saying, you know what? I ain't going to let these people play me out of my coin. I see what they trying to do. And you were supposed to play the position and play accordingly and get your money and keep getting your paper. But no, you're emotional. You are hot-headed. And this is why you have been blackballed. Because you fucked with the wrong people, which was Oprah and Tyler. Because when she first did the shit with Oprah and Tyler, when they said, we need you to do this, that's not in my contract. How many people at work do things that is not in their position, but they say, you know what? It'll get greater later. I'm going to play this, do this, and then I will be rewarded later. Or, you know what I'm saying? This will open up an opportunity for me to do something else. It doesn't always have to be, I ain't doing this. I ain't doing that extra. I ain't doing that. Okay, well, look where you ain't doing no extra got you. You are an Oscar award winner going through this. You have won an Oscar. Girl, you have won an Oscar and you still playing places like the Fox. You still on comedy stages. People could still book you for low rates. You have won an Oscar. It is as if that Oscar don't mean a damn thing. Her gripe was not with DL. DL ain't had nothing to do with this shit. That's what she should have realized, that this shit is going, these people trying to play me again. And you knew who they connected to. You know Oprah and Tyler got connections with them people. You knew exactly where the game was. You know these Hollywood squares. That's why you threw their name out. We the ones that don't know. We the ones that's behind the scenes that don't know. Monique know the game. She know the deal. She got up up here and did exactly what they knew she was going to do. And now y'all watch and see any position. You watch and see any roles that come. Monique is hot-headed and she needs to go sit down somewhere. She needs to be told about herself. You cannot go around telling everybody off. And it seems to me that husband of hers, he's just going along for the ride. He won a couple dollars. He wants the, the benefit of being her husband because he really needs to sit her down and talk with her. Honey, you can't keep doing this. Pretty soon we ain't going to have nothing. We ain't going to have a career to sell. We're not going to have nothing for nobody to purchase. Because ain't nobody going to want to work with Monique. As if they really didn't want to anyway. You've been gone for 20 years from the Fox. You can't play the Fox. Shit. God darn, B. Simone and them is playing the Fox. B. Simone, the god darn, what's the other boy on Instagram? The other black boy that do parlay in them. I forget. Desi Banks. Desi Banks, B. Simone, all these people, they playing the goddamn Fox. You can't play the Fox 20 years? Girl, something ain't right. So one thing I will say, Monique, I feel like she is wasting just throwing her career down the drain. Okay, because she wants to do things her way and she wants to remain with this round the way hood mentality. And you just can't do that. You have to be professional. And at some point, you have to start making changes and replacing people with the correct type of people. Your husband does not need to play that manager role. You need to get you someone that is a solid manager, has a track record, and can revive your career and get you on the right path. Because no one is going to work with you after this. You sat there and called this man a coon. Whether it was right or wrong, we believe he's cooning or what. That wasn't the time, place, or atmosphere. Those people that purchased those tickets, they didn't deserve to be involved with that. They had no idea what you was talking about. To take your beef and your gripes because you have a personal vendetta against DL Hughley, it don't got shit to do with your contract. DL ain't put that contract together. That was the promoters. That was 313. That was your New Day Entertainment. That was his UTA people. All those people are the people that you have the gripe with, not DL Hughley. Whether or not he sat there and said, I'm not going to perform if she does and all this and that. If it was in writing, like you said it was, if those contracts said that you were to be the headliner and his contract say something else, I would have said, you know what? I got a lawsuit on my hands. Let me go on out here and do my performance and I'll see y'all in court. Oh, no. We ain't got nothing to talk about. How you doing? Okay, good night. Yes, I will see you in court with a smile on my face. Let me go out here and perform for these people. I'm not going to talk about none of this shit. I'm going to go out here and do my set. But y'all know we got business in court. And I would have went on and did what I had to do. But putting everybody involved in it and making a spectacle of yourself, that was the setup, ma'am. That was the setup. And that's what they used DL Hughley for. They knew you had a history with him. Tyler, Oprah. They knew exactly what it was they were doing. That's why you ain't been at that 313. That's why you ain't been at the Fox Theater. Because they have heavy ties with that company. Period. All right. So I have showed you guys the receipts. That is my take on it. Now the part is as far as her being at the radio station and what they said about with your husband, Lee Daniels, all that was totally inappropriate. I don't know why a woman would ask somebody a question like that. But again, that's that Hollywood shit. And they knew who to have asked you that shit, DL. And look, you bringing it up all the way from back then because that was something that sat on your spirit and resonated with you and you carried that. So they knew who to use. Again, just another reason why we're going to use DL. They knew exactly what to do. So this is what I'm getting from this. I mean, I could be wrong. If you feel like I'm reaching, just tell me I'm reaching. But that's not what I'm getting. I'm getting this was a setup. Monique was set up. Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey have a lot to do with this. They have ties with these people. Every time they have shows, they do them at the Fox. It has to go through 313. Every Medea that was done in Detroit and went through the Fox, it done went through 313. Oprah Book Club show was through 313. These people have heavy ties in the industry. And it don't matter where you go, Monique. It doesn't matter where you go. If they are hell-bent on making sure that you don't get through, you will not get through. Now, the sad part is you were knocking at the door and they tried you out. They tried you out. They said, let's see how she acts and how she behaves. Now we're going to put all these pawns and put all these things in place. And let's see how she responds. And what did you do? You did exactly what they knew that you were going to do. You gave them exactly what it is that they wanted. Because if it had been me, I would have said, I see what y'all mofos trying to do. You ain't going to play me out of mine. And I would have turned and pivot on my heels, did my show, and said, I will see you guys in court. Good night. Yes, I'll see you. It wouldn't have been all of that. I would not have done any of it. I would not have. Okay? But I just wanted to show you guys the difference between the contracts. Neither one of them, DL or Monique, put up the contract with the promoters. These contracts are with their talent agencies. These are third parties. These are people that are hired to do your contract and negotiation with the promoter. All right? So what you showed us, both of you guys, was bogus in my opinion. I need to see what the 313 agreement was. The New Day 313. Those are the people that powered this event. Those are the people that you have the contract with. This contract through New Day and the contract through UTA, that's what you were bound to do with them. Right? It's have nothing to do with the promoters. So when she says janky promoters, if you knew that they were janky, why are you going at DL? Why are you doing all that on stage? That is something that you were supposed to take up, and your management was supposed to handle that, because this was supposed to be set in stone before you went up there. This is not something that's done right at the last minute. That's why there was animosity, and they did that shit at the last minute. This probably was everything was all right and exact. This contract was since March. And then at the last minute, they did this because that's what they wanted to do. Get under your skin, push a button so you could go off and embarrass yourself yet again and have the public turn on you, have everybody turn on you. And now Monique is difficult. Monique cannot get any more work again. Can't get any work because why? Monique is difficult. She's loud, proud, and wrong, right? So that's my take on this. You guys, that's where I am coming from with this. If you catch the replay, please drop it down in the comments and let me know what you think about it. I see you guys. Thank you, all 500 of you, for being here. Make sure you hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go on ahead and subscribe. Okay, but that's all I got for tonight. I hope I was able to give you guys some receipts and do due diligence to this story. All right. So you guys be sure to like this video. Share. Well, see the 50 cent. Let me just address that really quick because I see what everybody is saying about 50. 50 ain't nothing when it comes to Oprah and Tyler. 50 ain't got that power. He doesn't have that pull. He don't got that leverage like Oprah and Tyler. 50 is not in high places. Oprah and Tyler sit high, okay? They sit high, and they are puppet masters. They control a lot that goes on. And Tyler is heavily in that arena with the theaters, plays, and all that. Tyler is heavily involved with theaters. So The 313 relationship with Tyler Perry, when I started doing this research, it did not surprise me that that rabbit hole led to Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey, which is why she mentioned them on the stage. Okay? Oh, thank you, Vernita. Thank you so much. So you guys make sure, like, share, and subscribe, and I will catch y'all on the next video. Good night, guys.